Hey everyone, Hubert Kolka from First Aficionado here, and today we're talking about the insane Blue Sapphire Hublot Bang Unico. As always, if you love this piece or anything else you see on our website, please email me directly at hubert@firstaficionado.com. Now let's dive in.
Let me start by saying Hublot gets a bad rap. This piece is absolutely insane and punches way above its weight class. It was launched in 2017 at Baselworld in a limited edition of 250 pieces. This Big Bang Unico Blue Sapphire is spectacular. It's made out of synthetic sapphire where each case can take up to a few weeks to make. Besides the sapphire, everything else you see that's contrasting is titanium, with the strap being silicone. I have to say I love it and it's in my favorite color. But even I have to admit, I dismissed Hublot a little bit, but after handling this piece, the tides are turning. It's an extremely good value for what it is right now on the used market. Originally, MSRP was 85 grand, and at the time of this filming, we have it at 50% off. Email me right now if you love it and you want it, because it's not going to last long. It is a large piece, so don't expect it to fit under any cuffs. But let's be real, if you're buying this watch, you're wearing it casually. The numeral color on the dial reminds me of Porsche's Maritime Blue, and I can picture myself cruising the Malibu Canyons in a Maritime Blue GT3 with this piece on. And I have to say, life doesn't get much better than that. It is a 45mm case, 16.2mm thick, and has a lug-to-lug of 57.6mm. Now that may sound frightening, but keep in mind, just like Richard Milles, this piece is extremely light, and ergonomically it's nearly perfect. The lugs are arced around your wrist, making it extremely comfortable, and odds are you'll be wearing this with jeans or shorts and a t-shirt, and a wrist of any size can pull that off. I'll keep bringing up Richard Mille comparisons because I really do see a lot of similarities, like these columns for the screws on the side of the case. And honestly, minus the flex points, this is a great alternative for a fun sports watch in that category. The whole case is made out of synthetic sapphire, and again, it can take up to a few weeks to fully complete one case. This sapphire is more scratch resistant than ceramic, and it's extremely light, which is pretty crazy considering the cost of like ceramic a piece, for example. The transparency of the case and strap make it a very unique piece, and I really can't think of anything similar on the market that isn't exponentially more expensive. The only gripe I have with the design is these H pattern bolts on the dial. I wish they were aligned in unison versus all over the place. The watch is a flyback chronograph, and the cool part about this Big Bang Unico is that the chrono is built upside down, so you can actually see the column wheel and the lateral clutch of the chronograph engaging through the dial. You don't have to take the watch off and look at the case back. It is a 60-minute chronograph, as you'd expect on a piece of this caliber, and it features a date wheel at 3 o'clock. I actually love that you can see the date numerals on the sapphire crystal through the dial, just like you do on Richard Milles. Let me take the clasp off so we can take a closer look at the movement. In all fairness, it is not as highly decorated as some of the things we featured on the channel before, but it is fully designed, manufactured, and finished in-house, which is something you can't say about Richard Mille timepieces. It's a fully in-house Hublot flyback chronograph, so you get to reset and restart with a single pusher. It's an automatic winding 70-hour power reserve movement that has a skeletonized bidirectional rotor. You can see the Unico and Hublot logo engraved for a nice touch of detail here as well. Let's finish up with the strap. It's a super soft and comfortable silicone strap with a titanium clasp and buckle. When you open it, you'll notice the H logo, which is a nice detail and something RM doesn't offer on their leaf spring clasp. Overall, this is a ton of value for the money on the used market. If you haven't seen one in person, I highly encourage you to give it a shot. If you'd like to see this one, please come by any of our stores in Miami, LA, or New York. And as always, if you love this piece or anything else you see on our website, please email me directly at hubert@firstaficionado.com.